Who is coming and who is going? Let's talk about it here in Below the Belt, which is sponsored by D&M Leasing and Window Nation. First, before I get into the list of top free agents and potential cap casualties for the Cowboys that have been written about the last couple days, did you see Mattress Mac is back in the news? He has put a $2 million bet down, which he's generally, I know he's lost several, but he's generally like won most of his big famous bets, hasn't he?
I mean, the ones he probably wants to let you know about.
Right. That's true. But I feel like whenever there's one that's in the headlines in advance of a game, he usually has won them.
So the look-ahead line for the Super Bowl was -3.5. The line closed once the conference title game started, and after the Super Bowl was officially set, Seahawks opened back up at -4. It was quickly bet up to -5. Bet Online tells us 80% of the public action and 91% of the professional action was on Seattle. Stayed that way for 8 hours, and then here's some of the other odds and ends. 46 is the lowest total since Super Bowl 50 between Denver and Carolina. That total is 43 for the over-under. First meeting where both coaches were first-time Super Bowl coaches since Super Bowl... Oh, crap, on my Roman numerals here.
First-time Super Bowl coaches? Yeah, 50.
Yeah, since Super Bowl 50.
Rivera and Kubiak.
John Fox?
Fox was fired by them.
Yeah, Fox was fired and Kubiak took over.
Kubiak and who?
Ron Rivera.
Kubiak was coaching Denver?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my. The underdogs have covered the last 5 years in the Super Bowl. The Patriots entered the season with 80-1 odds to win it. In the last 50 years, 3 other teams reached the Super Bowl with 80-1 odds or higher. The 99 Rams were 150-1. They were the only team to win the Super Bowl with odds of 80-1 or higher to start the season. Kurt Warner on our side of cheater Bill Belichick, by the way.
Yeah.
The other 2 teams both lost. 2021 Bengals, 2016 Falcons, and Sam Darnold will make Jared Sandler happy. First USC quarterback to start at Super Bowl? That's stunning.
What? No.
Sam Darnold will be the first USC quarterback to start a Super Bowl.
Who
else? Carson?
Carson, nope. Sanchez, nope.
Definitely not Sanchez.
Caleb, not yet.
Sounds like USC has overrated quarterbacks.
That
stunning.
doesn't seem possible. I mean, it must be, but holy
Don't they have the most Heisman Trophy winners?
Yeah, they just don't. Sean Salisbury stunned. He never started a Super Bowl. Rodney Peete, Todd Marinovich.
Leinart.
Rob Johnson.
Caleb.
Yeah,
Matt Barkley.
God, wow.
Yeah.
That's pathetic. Way to go. Cody Kessler, also on there. Stunned he never got one. Well, on that betting, by the way, I'm going to pick New England then, 100%.
I am too.
To cover. Because as soon as you tell me the Sharps are on it, whenever you tell me 91% of the Sharps, lately the Sharps don't know what they're doing. They're setting something up. But Mattress Mac has put a $2 million bet on the New England Patriots to win outright. If he's correct, he will net $4 million. And seeing Mattress Mac lose makes me happy. And so even though I'm going to pick New England, I'm going to root for Seattle.
He's an old man, a philanthropist. What's your problem? He worries about your back.
He bankrolls the cheaters. That's what he does. He bankrolls the Houston Astro cheaters, and he made money off of that. And I don't like seeing that. And so I want to see him fail. I want to see his mattresses go down in flames. I'm done with Mattress Mac. Okay, over at Bleacher Report and CBS Sports, they've had 2 lists in the last couple days. CBS Sports had the top 50 NFL free agents and then projected destinations, and Bleacher Report had the top salary cap cuts for every team. We'll start with salary cap cuts because I think this misses. I saw a lot of people sharing this article yesterday on Twitter, and I think it's off base. So they list the top 3 cut candidates for every single team. And on Dallas's list, they have Logan Wilson, Kenny Clark, and Malik Hooker. I don't think Kenny Clark's going anywhere. Kenny Clark has a huge cap number. He's not going to play at $21 million. He may get all that money, but it would be rolled into like a signing bonus, and he's given an extension or something, or he'll take a pay cut. He's not going to just have a $21 million cap figure, but he's also not getting cut. Malik Hooker, I don't know what Christian Parker's going to think about him. I would guess that he's going to feel like hey, Rome wasn't built in a day. We can't just tear this all down to the studs and change everybody out right away. So I would guess that Hooker's somebody that they look at and say, we can win with him being on the team. Again, maybe a reworked deal, maybe something gets tweaked because you can save almost $7 million if you cut him. But I think that Malik Hooker's probably going to be here. The only one that I think is, that's going to be a cap casualty is Logan Wilson. And again, I don't know how Christian Parker may feel about him. He may love him. He may think that, I can use that guy. I'll remember to put him in the game for 20 snaps. But the Logan Wilson would be $6 million savings, no dead money. And I mean, if you weren't putting him out there, if you think he's too slow, if he's lost a step, whatever else, that money would be worth it, I would imagine. Especially when you can find so many linebackers in today's NFL as value buys to contribute for you, as long as you've got things right in the trenches and you've got guys who see the game fast enough.
There's a reason you got him for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was Cincinnati got it off their books a little early. They had gotten sideways with him, and they weren't really going anywhere, so might as well take the pick. It was a worthy shot from Dallas, too. And I don't think he played horribly when he was out there. He was not great, but he had been better than Kenneth Murray. And yet I still am blown away that when you asked Shoddy after like 4 weeks, hey, what is Logan Wilson brought? Because I haven't really noticed him. And then the first thing he said was, man, has he motivated Kenneth Murray? How great has Kenneth Murray been? It's like, what? What is y'all's obsession with Kenneth Murray? So that's I think the bigger question, or guys who could be bigger cap casualties than definitely Kenny Clark, because that's not happening, and probably not Malik Hooker. I think other names that need to be watched, Terrence Steele is still up in the air. And then I think the real questions will be guys who only give you about $2 million in savings. That's Luke Schoonmaker and Jonathan Mingo. Those guys could be cap casualties, but that's about it. So over at CBS Sports, they've got the top 50 NFL free agents. Number one on the list is George Pickens, and they project that he will end up with the Dallas Cowboys. I was stunned by how low on this list after the year he had Javonte Williams was. So Javonte Williams doesn't even crack the top 30, or just barely cracks the top 30 NFL free agents. He's 29th on this list of the best available free agents, and they project him to go back to the Cowboys. Of the other 48 NFL free agents in a fairly weak free agency class, CBS projected, and obviously they're just trying to pair names, but if it played out this way, none of the other names go to Dallas. None of them. If Dallas gets away from a weak free agency class with none of the outside free agents in the top 50 ending up here, next year will be worse.
Now, wait, so you're saying this is a weak free agency class?
Yes.
Okay, so do you really want them overspending on a weak free agency class?
I need bodies. If you want to be competitive.
But you agree that in free agency you generally overspend?
Yeah, but I think that I think it's oversold how frequently free agency signings miss. There was
I bet you they hit at a much higher rate than draft picks, obviously, because they're a known commodity, but you're paying a premium for that.
Sure. Yeah, but I mean, I'm go ahead, pay it. Like I mean, if you've got it, Jerry told us for the last month of the season on Tuesdays about their cap flexibility and how, we're in a better spot. Don't listen to what everybody's saying out there. We're in a good spot. We can do whatever we want. We can flip a switch here, flip a switch there, and we're going to have a lot of money to operate with. We're basically talked about we're going to be active out there is what he set this up as. They need to be active. They've got to add starting caliber players, especially when you don't have a second round pick or a third round pick right now. You are so and the offense is good enough that it's worth trying to invest overnight in the defense to get them up to a acceptable level and potentially let you compete in the NFC.
If you invest in that defense, are you losing George? And if you are, is the offense that good?
I don't think you are losing George. Now you may be losing George in 2 years or something. Like
right.
if you really go after, let's just say Demario Davis is free. You throw money at Demario Davis, you throw money at Trey Hendrickson, you throw money at Alontae Taylor. You go get the best player, the most expensive player at every single position down the list. Then yeah, in a couple years you're going to have to probably make some cap decisions on guys that you would have otherwise been keeping, whether that's George Pickens or whoever, Jake Ferguson, one of your offensive linemen. You're going to have to make decisions at that point. But the idea is your offense is really good right now, and your offense looks capable of competing in the NFC if you've just got a defense that can get you some stops every now and then. That's what was so stunning about this, is that we looked at it. It was the DVOA numbers for NFL teams. All other teams who had similar DVOA numbers to the Cowboys this year on defense in the history of the NFL are 0, 1, 2-win teams. Though teams that have numbers that bad never win 7 games. It doesn't happen. That's just how good and prolific the offense was consistently enough. It literally came down to, guys, if you could stop them twice in a game, that'd be great, because we would win 3 more games than we did. There were the Packers game. You get a stop there, you win that. You get an extra stop against Carolina, you probably win that. You get 1 stop against Philly in the first half of the first game, you probably win that game. And that was when they started going on that little run where they beat Philly, they beat Kansas City, and we started feeling good about it. That's what was happening, was they were getting an extra stop or 2. It's not even like they were shut down. They were just getting by in a couple of instances, and that's where I think, sure, Trey Hendrickson, is that going to be a great investment in 2 years? Probably not. Just like Marcus Semien wasn't a good investment a couple years later, but Marcus Semien contributed on a World Series team. So is that really all that matters? Is let's try to see if we can make ourselves competitive right now, especially with the lack of draft pick.